Morning, boys.
Good morning, ma'am.
So here we start with lesson number 5, coal and petroleum. So we have finished with coal and we have started with petroleum. So I take it for granted that you are thorough uh, with the topic of coal. And if at all you have any problem, you can ask me anytime. You can WhatsApp me or you can call me. Okay, beta? So
Ma'am, rotate
let's.
your screen.
What happened?
Ma'am,
Is
our
it all?
screen is visible.
No,
Ma'am
ma'am.
is
Full
complete as J.
visible. Ma'am, full visible, ma'am.
It is visible. Acha, the one who is saying rotate, could you please leave the Google Meet and rejoin, beta?
Okay, ma'am.
Do that. With rest of you, is there any problem, beta?
No, ma'am.
Has he come back?
No, ma'am. Ma'am, he came.
Ask him, is there any problem now, beta?
No, ma'am, no problem. I rejoin.
Okay. So whenever, if at all you come across any problem, beta, do that. You have to rejoin. The problem will be sorted out. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So one of you please start the reading, beta. Start reading, beta. Hello. Hello, boys.
Ma'am, can I read?
Petroleum deposits. Read Kalyan Mammal.
Petroleum deposits are locked in porous rocks. Water is trapped in a wet sponge.
Almost like, beta. Almost like. Read everything.
Okay, ma'am.
Almost like water is trapped in a wet sponge.
Petroleum deposits are locked in porous rocks. Water is trapped in a wet sponge. When crude oil comes out of the ground, it can be as thin as water or as thick as tar.
Now, where do you get these petroleum deposits? Obviously under the earth, right, beta? Now, where actually it is located? It is located in porous rocks. What are the mean of porous rocks? It's like rocks which have got pores. You understand? Which have got pores in it. So here, the petroleum is deposited. Okay, it is trapped. How you see a wet sponge? So what is trapped in wet sponge? When you squeeze it, water comes out. Is it clear? So you can say that sponge is a reservoir of water. Similarly, porous rocks are the reservoir of petroleum. Now, when the crude oil we are drilling out of the ground, when we do the drilling of the earth, and when the crude oil comes out of the earth, now it could be two ways. It could be very fine as water, very thin as water. That means not at all viscous, and it could be with high viscosity as coal tar. You know, coal tar is a heavy density liquid. You know that, right, Vita? The black color liquid. So it could be like that as coal tar, so thick, and it could be so thin as water. You understood the difference? Hello, boys. Did you understand the difference? That it could be
Yes,
thick
ma'am.
as water and could be thick as coal tar. So we'll see the petroleum and natural gas deposits. Okay. So whenever you get natural gas, for example, because one is liquid, petroleum is liquid, right, beta?
Ma'am,
Yes, beta.
petroleum natural gas मतलब
I'm telling you, I'm still not started, beta. I'm telling you right now. What is petroleum? It is liquid, right, beta? And what is natural gas?
yes,
It is gas. It is gas, right, beta?
yes. Either liquid or either gas, समझ गए.
Yes, one is liquid and one is gas. Now what I'm telling you is, now I'm drilling the earth to find out whether there is a reservoir of petroleum or not. But before petroleum, which one is lighter? Liquid is lighter or gas is lighter, beta? Hello? Which is lighter, liquid or gas?
Yes.
Gas is lighter. So what will come out first, gas or liquid?
Gas.
Gas, simple. So when I'm drilling it out, so you can see the drill. Now this is drill, right? So first the gas will come out. So it will start burning. As soon as I see the gas coming out, that shows that there is a presence of petroleum nearby. There is a reservoir of petroleum nearby. That is confirmed because natural gas and petroleum they are together. If the pockets of natural gas is on top, that means the bottom one is having the petroleum. Is it understandable? Is it understandable to all of you?
Yes.
Hello? Now this is petroleum and gas deposits. This is the rock, reservoir rock, or you can say porous rock. Okay, beta? Yes. Here you can see gas. You can see gas here. And below gas you can see oil. This is oil. Hope you understood. First I will go one by one. This is the rock. You will not get anything below this rock. There's nothing because it has trapped it. Whatever you see will be between this rock and this rock. Are you understanding the layer of the rocks? So you get this petroleum in between the rocks. Remember that. Now, first you see the on top it is gas. What is this, beta? On
Gas.
top, this is gas. Now it is followed by this is a portion which is of oil. This is oil. Hope you understand. So first what will come out? Gas will come out. That means below gas we will have a pocket of petroleum. Is confirmed. And we all already know that below oil we get water. So what we get over here is water. You understand now?
Yes, ma'am.
This is the way we get oil and we get natural gas. Now we have the drills. First drill is taking out the gas, right, beta? So we know that now where is the petroleum? We will put another drill below or a longer drill than the gas and we will take out the petroleum. Any problem? Tell me. This is how we take out natural gas and petroleum from the earth. Boys, did you understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, please read.
Coal provides around 28% of our energy and oil provides 40%. Crude oil called petroleum is easier to get out of the ground than coal as it can flow along pipes. This also makes it cheaper to transport.
Thank you. If I compare coal and petroleum, so coal is giving how much of energy beta? 28% energy. How much energy it is giving? 28% energy. Coal. Right beta? Whereas oil is giving more. How much? 40%. So this is the comparison of coal and petroleum. Crude oil, which is known as petroleum, is very easy to obtain from the ground as compared to coal. Why? Because the transportation is easy. Because petroleum transportation is along pipes and the transportation becomes cheaper. Whereas transportation of coal is expensive because you cannot make it the passage through pipes, right? You cannot do that. So it has to be taken in the transport. So this is coal. seems better. This is coal.
Yes.
This is your petroleum from the sea. Can you see this? It's Bombay High.
Yes.
This is what you get it from the sea, petroleum. Yes, read better.
We can't use crude oil as it comes out of the ground. We must change it into fuels that we can use. The first stop the
Full
for
stop. Is there a full stop? Can you
yes.
see a full stop better?
Yes.
Then do what you should do. Continue. Continue.
The first stop for crude oil is at an oil refinery. A refinery is a factory that processes oil. The refinery cleans and separates the crude oil into many fuels and products. The most important one is
Gasoline.
gas- gasoline. Other
Gasoline.
petroleum, other petroleum products are diesel fuel, heating oil, and jet fuel.
Jet fuel
Industry
better. It is jet. Jet fuel.
jet fuel. Industry uses petroleum to make plastics and many other products.
Thank you. Now, do you find it better than before? Hello? Who is reading? Hello? Who is reading better?
Ali Reza.
Ali Reza.
Ma'am, I
Now,
did
I'm asking a question. Do you find it proper right now?
Yes.
Better?
read. Ma'am, I
Yes.
did.
Just a moment. I will come to you. Don't worry. So you find it better? That one full stop made the difference. Isn't it better?
Yes.
So this is what you have to learn. Okay, better? So improve. Keep on improving. Let me finish this explanation better, then you can take up. Okay? The one who wanted to read. What's your name, better? Who wanted to read?
Ma'am, I did.
I know. What's your name?
My.
Mohammad Ali Manek.
Mohammed Ali Manekia. Let me explain this and then you can take up the next slide. Okay?
Okay.
Now, when you are drilling for the petroleum, now that is a crude oil. What is the meaning of crude oil, beta? It is a mixture of all impurities, right, beta? It is coming from the earth. So it is taking up all the, maybe a bit of water, maybe a bit of gas, maybe inside, maybe a bit of impurities, rock particles, other minerals. Hope you understand what I'm saying. So it's a mixture of all impurities. So it is called as crude oil. Now, you cannot use the crude oil as such, can you? No, you can't. So you have to purify it. What you have to do? Purify. So where does it go? It goes to oil refinery. Where does it go, beta?
Oil refinery.
So the petroleum you drill out from the earth goes to the refinery. And that refinery, what it does? It processes oil. That means it is purifying oil. Is this clear?
Yes.
Is this clear?
Yes.
What is refinery doing? It is cleaning the oil. What is doing? Cleaning the oil and separates into so many fuels and byproducts. So when it is refining them, along with cleaning the oil, it is separating also the parts of the petroleum. You understand? Which is the part that is separating? The most important part is gasoline. What it is, Vita? Gasoline. The
Gasoline.
other things, yes, is gasoline. And the other things that you get from the petroleum, they are diesel. I think you know that, diesel. Then you have the heating oil and you have the jet fuel. What is jet fuel? What is heating oil? Heating oil is kerosene, right? Because jet is what you get in aeroplane, what you use in aeroplane. That is called a jet fuel. And you should know that it is a type of kerosene that we are using in jet. Are you understanding? We don't use petrol and diesel. For aeroplanes, we are using kerosene. What are we using, beta? Have you heard of rocket fuel? It's all types of kerosene. Okay, is this clear? Also, industry uses petroleum. Now, there are other industries which are using petroleum for making what? Plastics. You understand? That we have already learned earlier. This is how the refinery looks like. See, this is the
What is this, ma'am?
refinery, oil refinery. Here, the petroleum is processed, and we get all types of fuels. Is it clear? It's a huge unit, a big unit. Yes, Manik here. Now you can start.
Ma'am, I.
Yes, who is it?
Ma'am,
माने क्या
I.
है? Yes,
Yeah, but who
you
is saying
read.
I? Yeah, you read it.
मैम माने क्या है?
Ma'am,
The
start.
one who said I, yeah, yes, he start.
Ma'am, your voice is not break. Ma'am, your voice is
Now,
breaking.
now,
Yes.
is it okay?
Okay.
Okay, start reading.
Petroleum is dark only. Liquid is has and
Beta, it has. It should be it. You read
and
accordingly. It has
and you can
unpleasant
pleasant odor
odor.
is it is
Beta, is
it
there a
is
full stop? If you read like that, I will ask you to stop, beta.
okay.
First, don't break in between. There's a full stop, you have to stop. You're not doing so. You should read like this. Petroleum is a dark, oily liquid. It has an unpleasant odor. You will not stop in between the words. The first thing that you have to learn. Do it again, beta. Read from the beginning.
It is a mixture
I
of
said read from the beginning. Read from the
odor. It is
beginning. Petroleum is a dark, oily liquid. Read from there.
petroleum is a dark only liquid it has
Again, beta, you have to stop when there is a full stop. Why don't you understand? I said twice, I think so.
and unspent
Yes.
odor.
Then if you understand, then follow it. Please.
Odor
You
it
have to
is
stop at the full stop. It has an unpleasant odor. Say,
Can I read?
where did he go? Where is he? Hello, is he there or is left?
Ma'am, he is there.
Tell
He is
him to
muted
continue.
this.
Tell him to continue. If you can hear me properly.
Can I read, ma'am?
Okay, please read.
Not
Petroleum
good.
is a oily liquid. It has an unpleasant odor. It is a mixture of various constituents such as petroleum gas, petrol, diesel, lubricating oil, paraffin wax, etc. The process of separating the various constituents fractions of petroleum is known as refining. It
Refining.
is carried out in a petroleum refinery.
So what is petroleum, by the way? A dark oily liquid. It's got a bad smell. What is unpleasant odor? It's got a bad smell. And it's a mixture of different types of constituents or the faculties as petroleum gas, petrol, diesel, lubricating oil, that's called grease, paraffin wax, etc. Is this understandable? These are the things that you get from the petroleum refinery. Now, when we are separating this process is known as refining. What it is known as, beta? It is refining. When we are separating all these things, this process is known as refining. And where you do it this, we do it petroleum refinery. And this is how it looks like. Yes, this looks like petroleum. Okay, beta? Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you hear me? Okay. So
Yes.
what are the things that you're
Ma'am,
getting from
your voice is
petroleum?
low.
Now,
Ma'am, your voice is low.
right now, beta, is
Ma'am,
there's some wrong.
ma'am, don't. No need
Yes.
to.
What happened?
Speak some louder.
I'm shouting almost, beta. Some network
Ma'am,
problem,
your
maybe
voice is
issues.
clear.
Clear? Okay. If you're finding my voice low, again you rejoin. That's the only thing I can tell you. You can leave the meet and again rejoin, beta. Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
Now I want to show you what are the constants that you get from the petroleum and what are their uses. If this is in tabular form, it will be easy for you to understand. Yes. First one is petroleum gas in liquid form, and that is called as CNG. What it is called, beta? Compressed natural gas, right, beta? So that is petroleum gas. Is it understandable? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Where are we using it, beta? Home and industry. So we're using it for our gas stove. For cooking purpose, we're using it at home, the CNG. Now we come to petrol. So from petroleum gas, we come to petrol. So where are we using the petrol, beta? In motors, in your cars,
Motor
motor
fuel,
fuel, aviation
fuel,
fuel. Aviation means
solvent
airplanes.
for dry cleaning.
Solvent for dry cleaning. Now for dry cleaning, you give your clothes for dry cleaning. What are they using? They're using petrol. That's what they charge you. Next is kerosene. So you use it for cooking, for stoves, we can use for lamps, and for jet aircraft. That's what we have already learned. For jet also we use kerosene. Then we come to diesel. Diesel we are using for heavy vehicles, that is trucks. You know, big trucks, big
Yes.
vehicles. We are using diesel, heavy motor vehicles, and generator, electric generators. We are using diesel.
Ah,
Understand
yes, ma'am.
generators? You know generators, isn't it? Electric generators. We are using
Yes.
diesel. Now we come to lubricating oil. We are using for the lubrication. What are those oil, beta? That is grease. What it is called as grease. The black
Green.
Grease.
colored that you use in the machine. Yes, beta. The black color liquid that is called as grease.
Yes.
So as to reduce the friction. Remember that in the door hinges, in machines, and when it gets stuck to the clothes, the grease does not come off. You know that, right, beta? It's a black heavy liquid, so that machine can work well. Yes or no? It increases the friction. Then we come to paraffin wax. What is this paraffin wax, by the way? We are using in candles. You know,
Yes, ma'am.
candles? Yes, so we are
Candles.
using it. Also,
And also
paraffin
clean.
wax we are using as the base for the ointment. What is ointment? Cream. So paraffin
Crease.
wax is used as the base for the cream and Vaseline. You know Vaseline? You get the Vaseline on cream which you apply during the winter. Yes, paraffin wax is
Yes.
used in there also. Then we come to bitumen. Now bitumen is used in road surfacing. When you instead of coal tar, no, first we were using
Ma'am,
coal tar.
Damar.
Remember? Yes, damar, but now it is not damar. Damar is coal tar. What is damar, beta? This coal
Yes,
tar.
ma'am.
Now
Too hot.
instead of coal tar, we are using bitumen for road surfacing, and bitumen is also it is a petroleum product. Remember that. And bitumen is also used in paints. So I hope the things are clear to you. Yes, children.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Now we'll say types of petroleum in figure 4. First is petrochemicals, the chemicals that you use from petroleum. Next is fuel oils. You know what are fuel oils? I told you petrol, diesel. Then we have the gasoline, and next we have the kerosene. You can see all these things where we are using. Is it clear?
Yes.
All these are fuel. Now let's see what are the uses of petroleum products. Please read better.
Uses of petroleum products. Petroleum may be taken to oil. Petroleum may be taken to oil refineries and the hydrocarbon chemicals separated by distillation and treated by other chemical process to be used for a variety of purposes like asphalt,
Purposes like read,
asphalt,
asphalt. What it is called as?
asphalt,
Asphalt. Then what is it next?
diesel
What is
fuel,
next?
liquefied petroleum gas,
LPG. Then,
LPG, lubricating oils.
so what are the uses of petroleum
Yes,
products,
ma'am.
by the way? We take the crude petrol or the petroleum crude. This is a mixture of all impurities. Where do we take it better? Oil refineries. Where are we
Oil
taking it?
refinery
Oil refineries.
and the
And what we
hydro
separate? The hydrocarbon. What is the meaning of hydrocarbon? The chemicals which are made of hydrogen and carbon. Do you understand? The chemicals which have got hydrogen and carbon in it, they are called as hydrocarbon. So they are separated by which method? Distillation. Which method better? Distillation.
distillation
So by distillation, we are separating out all the chemicals, that are hydrocarbons, and again they are treated. How? Chemically. By chemical processes, they are treated so that we
chemical
can use it. Yes, so that we can use it later. What are those? First is asphalt, the hydrocarbon that we got. Second is First is asphalt. Second is diesel fuel,
and
LPG, means
LPG.
liquefied petroleum gas, and the other one is lubricating oils. Is it understandable? So these are the things that we get from the petroleum products. Now let's see what are the organic fuels. It's something extra that I'm giving you, which are also known as fossil fuels. So one, we have already studied coal. We have already studied. Now we are studying petroleum, but we will do something extra also. That what are the other fossil fuels? Yes, please read.
Yes, ma'am.
Start to read, beta.
Ethane and
Read.
other short alkalis.
Alkenes,
Diesel
beta.
fuel, petrol, diesel, fuel oils,
What is it?
mm, gasoline,
Gasoline.
petrol,
What is petrol? What is the other name of petrol? Now you got it? What is the other name
yes,
of petrol? Gasoline.
Gasoline.
gasoline,
Gasoline, not line.
gasoline.
Gasoline.
Now this ethane and other short chain alkenes is something new to you. You will learn in ninth standard. Is it
Okay,
clear?
ma'am.
Yeah,
Yes,
but I've given you the information. So now you, if when you learn about this ethane and hydrocarbons, so you know already. But maybe the detailing part that you will learn in ninth standard and 10th standard. But little information
okay,
I've given you that these are also part of petroleum. Diesel
yes, ma'am.
fuel, that is called as petrol or diesel. Fuel oils, we are knowing about it, and gasoline, that is petrol. So
Petrol,
we are
gasoline.
well aware about all these things. Now, the other list of organic fuels. Just read
List
better.
of organic fuels. Jet fuel, kerosene, liquefied petroleum gas, lubric- lubricants, light machine oils, motor oils, and greases.
So, the other organic fuels that we will be learning maybe, or we have learned, is jet fuel used for aviation, kerosene again used in aviation and for cooking purpose, LPG for cooking, we know that, and lubricants. What are lubricants? For the light machine oils, for example, stewing machine, we use lubricants for fan, right? For fans, when if it's making noise, so we use the grease, so the noise automatically stops. Motor oils and greases. So all these are types of lubricants. Some other uses of petroleum.
Wax used in the packaging of frozen foods, among others. Sulfur or sulfuric acid, bull tar,
Bulk tar,
asphalt,
bulk tar, asphalt.
bulk tar
So,
and asphalt.
asphalt. So what you see over here, we use wax for the packing of frozen foods that you get from the petroleum. Then you have the sulfuric acid. Can you see the sulfuric acid? This is sulfuric acid from the petroleum product. Then we have the bulk tar. Yes, you can see this bulk tar, bulk tar, and this is the asphalt. Asphalt is also used for making roads. Clear? The tarmac. The more uses of petroleum, start. Start to read better.
I read when Surya Mida.
Okay, better.
Some more use of petroleum. Petroleum of used in specialty carbon products or
Actually,
as sol- solid fuel. Paraffin, paraffin wax, aromatic petro. What is this? Aromatic
petrochemicals, aromatic petrochemicals.
aromatic petrochemicals
Sunrise,
to be used.
sunrise,
Yes, ma'am.
petro, I think you know chemical,
Petro
you know chemical.
Chemicals.
petrochemicals.
Whenever you get stuck up, you just break it into two and it becomes easy. It's not that, okay, I'm telling you, but at home also, if you come across some hard words, you break it into two or three and read. It
Yes.
becomes easy. Okay?
Aromatic petrochemicals to be used as
Precursors,
precursors in
same way.
other chemicals productions.
Precursors. Right? This is how you would break.
Precursors.
Next. Yes. Next.
Other chemical production. Plastics.
So what are the other uses of petroleum? We have petroleum coke. We are using carbon products, that is coke, as solid fuels. What are we doing? Petroleum coke as solid fuel is what we are using that for. Second is paraffin wax. This is paraffin wax. Can you see this? This is paraffin wax, solid. This is paraffin wax. We get from the petroleum.
Yes, ma'am. Like ice.
Third is aromatic petroleum. What is aromatic? It's got smell, aroma. What is aroma, beta?
Aroma.
Smell. It's
Yes.
related to smell. Good smell. Aromatic. Nice smell. Petrochemicals. For other making of other chemicals. Okay. And the last state is plastic. You can see over here, these are all chemicals made from petrochemicals. And the last one is plastics. You make plastics out of petroleum.
Yes.
Now let's see the composition of petroleum.
Composition composition of
Elements and
petrol.
percentage. We have carbon, maximum is carbon. How much it is? 83 to 87%.
83 to 87%.
Then followed by hydrogen, it is 10 to 14%. Nitrogen,
Yes,
0.1 to 2.
10 to 14.
Oxygen, 0.1 to 1.5. Please mute your mic. Sulfur, 0.5 to 6 percentage. Right, beta? Then we have metals. Is less than 0.1 percentage. Is less than 0.1 percentage. Is it clear? So these are what it is made up of. Okay? Petroleum is made up of all these elements. Any problem? Hello? Petroleum has carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, sulfur, and other metals. Right, Vita? So what is the facts about petroleum? Let's see one by one. Petroleum
Petroleum
producing
product.
state.
Petroleum
Okay?
producing.
State. Okay? Whatever colored you can see, they are producing petroleum. Colored, not the gray one. All the color, the green, the red, the brown, the blue, all these are producing petroleum. This is complete. Uh, you can see the whole Australia is producing petroleum. Can you see this? This is Australia. Right? Vijay? These are the countries which are producing petroleum. What about India? Can you see this India? Even we are producing oil. Can you see this India? Vijay? Country? What are the major petroleum products? Yes, we get ink, art walls, crayons. You know the coloring crayons. When you were young, you're still young. For drawing purpose, you use crayons. Yes, beta. Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. So crayons you get from the petrol. Parachutes, enamel, antiseptics, purses, deodorants, oil filters, and then pajamas, cassettes, fishing rods, electrical tapes, floor mats, tires, hand lotion, toothbrushes, guitar strings,